NFL playoffs are here, which means it's time for my playoff predictions. Let's start in the AFC, Colts versus the Texans. These two teams split the series this season, and the Colts could have arguably have won both matchups. Um, the Colts have only lost one game since starting the season, 1-5. Andrew Luck has had a great season. The offensive line and defense have really improved compared to last season. The Texans, they have a really good defense. Deshaun Watson has also looked great coming back from injury. And DeAndre Hopkins has had another great season. Um, this game could go either way. Um, I think that I think considering how close each game has been, and that the Colts have, and considering they split the series, I think the Colts will win it because, like I said, the Colts could have arguably won both games. Another thing, the Texans are really injured. They're really beat up. I don't know how healthy they are, and when it's playoff time, you need depth and you need the health. I don't know if the Texans have that, so I'm taking the Colts to win here. Next, Chargers versus the Ravens. Both teams have really good defenses. Um, the Ravens won the the game that these two teams played in Week 16. They were really able to contain the Chargers offense. Um, the Ravens, they have found, I guess, their new quarterback in Lamar Jackson. Teams have really struggled going up against him this season. This Ravens team really reminds me a lot of the 2012 49ers team, because the 49ers in that Super Bowl year, they had Colin Kaepernick, and he was the new quarterback was explosive, who could extend the play, and just brought a whole new dynamic to the offense. And they had a really good defense. That is exactly what this Ravens team is right now. And Philip Rivers has had another great season. Uh, you know, you could consider him an MVP candidate this year. Um, you know, I think that this game, it could go either way. Like I said, both of these teams have good defenses. But I think where the Chargers have the advantage is that the fact that they've seen Lamar Jackson once already. They know what to expect. They can game plan for all the running he's going to be doing, as much as they can't possibly game plan, because you can only game plan so much. You can only predict so much. Um, I think the Chargers having that advantage will find a way to beat the Ravens. We haven't really seen how teams are going to adjust to Lamar Jackson, and this is really going to be the first real, um, you know, matchup where Lamar Jackson has to face a team that has faced him already and that has to adjust to his playing style. So I'm taking the Chargers to win. So now when the projected divisional round games, we have the Chargers versus the Patriots. The Patriots have no defense. And the Patriots have also gotten older. I know that, it's Tom Brady and Belichick, but I mean, look at Julian Edelman. Look at Rob Gronkowski. They've gotten older. They lost a lot of key players in free agency. But one thing that has worked for the Patriots this season is the running game. Um, it's been really good with James White and Sony Michel. Um, you know, I think that the Chargers have the more complete team here. They do. They have the better defense, way better defense. And in the playoffs, you need a defense. You can't go into the playoffs without a defense. You're not going to go far without a defense. And like I said, the whole factor of Belichick and Brady. But when you have an older team, and you have an older quarterback, it doesn't work the same. It's not, just the Patriots are going to find a way. This team is not like any of the teams that they've had before in the past. So I'm taking the Chargers to win here. Colts versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs also do not have a defense. They have an explosive offense, but they don't have a defense. They're 0-4 in primetime games, and I don't know if you, like I said, can you go far with a defense? Now the Colts, they're still a young team. I think that Andy Reid's experience, will help him here. Um, and so I'm taking the Chiefs to win. This is probably going to be a shootout. I'm taking the Chiefs. Chargers versus Chiefs NFC Championship game, AFC Championship game. These two teams split the series this season. Andy Reid has more or less lost all the games against coaches that are as good as him, better than him, or against great coaches. He's lost all those games. And once again, the Chargers have a more complete team. The Chargers have a defense. Chiefs don't. I don't know how far your offense can take you. I feel like the Chargers played the Chiefs really good a couple weeks ago when they were in Kansas City. I'm taking the Chargers to beat the Chiefs. Now in the NFC, Cowboys versus Seahawks in the wild card round. The Seahawks by far have the more complete team. They have the better coach. But the Cowboys have a really good defense. I like their defense a lot. Thing is with the Cowboys, can you trust Dak in a big game? Can you trust him? I don't think you can. I don't think you can trust him in a big game. I know Amari Cooper has done a really good job, and he's come clutch, but it's more about Dak than it is about the weapons around him. I'm taking the Seahawks to win. I don't know if the Cowboys offense can match whatever the Seahawks offense can do. Bears versus the Eagles. Eagles have a bit of a Super Bowl hangover. Nick Foles has played really well filling in for Carson Wentz. Now we're talking about what kind of money Nick Foles is going to be making if he becomes a free agent, or when he becomes a free agent, whatever it is. But the Bears have a really good defense. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does against the Bears defense. I think that just the fact that the Eagles do have the Super Bowl hangover gives the Eagles the edge. I'm taking the Eagles. Seahawks versus the Rams in the projected divisional round game. Rams won both matchups. Seahawks have the better defense. Once again, the Rams are one of those teams that have a really good offense, but they don't have that good of a defense. I know Aaron Donald's there, but I don't know if they can win just with Aaron Donald. I'm taking the Rams to win. I think they have a really good team, really good offense, and I don't know if the Seahawks can match that offensive firepower that the Rams have. Saints versus the Bears. Saints don't lose at home. Bears have a really good defense. Saints have the edge because they have a good offense and a good defense. I don't know if the Bears can match the Saints offense. Saints versus Rams. Saints won the first matchup that these two teams played. Saints have a better defense. Saints have the home field. Can Goff make the big play? Can he come up clutch? I don't know if he can do that. I'm taking the Saints. Saints versus Chargers. Saints have the edge offensively. Chargers have the defense to go up against that offense. Drew Brees and Sean Payton have been here before. I am taking the Saints to win the Super Bowl. These are my playoff predictions. I'm taking the Saints to win it all this